put something like the Juul campaign out into the world, it's like releasing a genie from a bottle. There is no going back.
And they're these 15-year-old kids who are doing the vape equivalent of chain smoking. They blew up all the progress that was being made.
The Netflix docuseries Big Vape, The Rise and Fall of Juul looks at how one of the fastest growing startups in the U.S. lost 95% of its value and ended up settling $3 billion in lawsuits over its marketing tactics.
The director is regarded as one of America's best documentarians, though he also works in fiction. R.J. Cutler was nominated for an Academy Award and has won an Emmy and a Peabody as well. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you. I'm delighted to be here.
So for people who haven't seen this, it was very interesting. The whole idea for vaping was started by two guys who were like Stanford students who really liked to smoke but wanted something a little healthier, right?
Well, they saw an opportunity. They were design students in the Stanford Engineering and Design program, and they recognized that there are over 1 billion people on the planet who are smoking combustible cigarettes, and most of the illness that is a result of smoking combustible cigarettes, it comes from the fact that fire is used to light those cigarettes, and that's where the carcinogens tend to come from. So they set out to design a kind of the iPhone of cigarettes, something that would be a great product, that would make them a lot of money, that would solve a public health crisis throughout the world. And to some significant degree, they succeeded. But unfortunately, when it came to marketing the product and when the big money got involved, very bad things happened. And teen smoking in this country suddenly was on the rise again, dramatically. We had a health crisis was created, and this became what I like to call a perfect example of the central narrative of our moment, the unintended consequences of big tech. You know, a guy, a lonely guy in his dorm room at Harvard creates a way for girls to be impressed by him on a social media platform, and all of a sudden the rest of us are dealing with the potential downfall of democracy. That's the unintended consequences of big tech. Same thing here.
In this documentary, do you pull back the curtain on the industry? Who are some of the people that you're talking to? Are these whistleblowers?
Well, there's everybody who was involved in the story, and it was a very dramatic story. This is a 4-hour documentary series that gets under the skin of the entire experience, that sees where the mistakes were made, but also sees where the opportunities for future success lie, because we do have a billion smokers in the world. There are 38 million Americans who are addicted to combustible cigarettes. This is a crisis that needs to be dealt with and a public health issue. But the bigger question is, can big tech solve public health crises? Is it designed properly for that? How does big money work with big health issues to move us forward? And that's another thing that gets explored in this series. It's a very, very dramatic, very juicy, lots of twists and turns. You see you see a big business, big tech story and a big culture story all at once.
I was taken by the fact that it took this turn, that all these people that signed up to work for Juul, the big company, I thought they were in it to solve this health crisis, and then they got sold to Big Tobacco, and then it all gets merged together. Tell us where does vaping...
And then the politicians get involved, and it gets even screwier, right? Because everybody's got using it as a platform for their own ends.
Tell us where it stands now with vaping. Did they get rid of flavors? Are they banned in certain places? Tell us where it stands now.
Well, I have to leave it to the experts who are following the story up to the moment. We really told the story of Jewel.
Yeah.
I don't want to present myself as I'm a filmmaker, not a journalist. I worked very, very closely on this series with Jamie Ducharme, who's the Time magazine journalist who has covered this story, and Jamie's book was the form of the foundation of the series. So to get up to the minute, I encourage people to look at the news and look at reliable news sources like Jamie Ducharme at Time magazine and see what's going on right now. There are lawsuits. It's a mess, by the way. It's a complete mess. The government is not really taking a position. Opportunities for increased health are being squandered. And to some degree, Jewel has been vilified. It was once worth $10 billion or more dollars, and now it's worthless. But to some degree, they deserve the treatment that they got.
Real quickly before we let you go, you did not talk to those two guys who created Jewel. Where did you reach out to them, and they just wanted no part of it?
James and Adam are, they're both involved in a number of lawsuits. So we did speak at great length, by the way, to James Monsees, but just not on the record. And his perspective is certainly represented in the series, but they couldn't go on the record for obvious reasons. But they are very, very present. There's a long history of public statements and a lot of footage, and you see them throughout the series.
Well, it's a fascinating series. Big Vape, The Rise and Fall of Jewel is streaming now on Netflix, and you can follow RJ on Instagram. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.